Hello guys and welcome to another round gamer video. This is gonna be a pretty rapid review, at least that's my aim, of the Baba Yaga, Runa and Volstan event with speculations for Ares, the god of war. So we're going to try and cover this as quickly as we can. Let's begin with Baba Yaga. For those of you who don't have this user submitted Titan design that was first in the game, the only Titan to have been drawn not by one of the players. So Baba Yaga, when he came out, was pretty awesome. Being a white champion, has some pretty decent self-buffing skills, making him good on attack as a solo Titan with X health, X damage, X AP, as well as some melee resist. So he does pretty well, but there's absence of armor. His prestige skill at level 10 does give him some base health and damage as well, which is excellent. Um, and what he also has is whenever a skeleton dies, he gets 20% extra horde armor. That takes it to 200% if basically 10 of his skeletons die. So there's something in that, but his real strength is what he does with his skeletons. Now, his skeleton skills are great, that his skeletons have some damage and critical buff, but that's not why you would want Baba Yaga. The reason you would want Baba Yaga is to equip him with a lot of skeleton relics, or at least some skeleton relics, and cast these skeleton spells so that, because what happens if you look at the special skill is every time you cast a skeleton spell or a raised head spell, each of your horde in the battle gets 25% extra damage and armor piercing. So that's really fantastic. So if you want to take in, let's say, just as an example, if you let's say you take in 10 skeleton spells, you're going to get 250% buff to your horde and AP. And this isn't capped, so as many as you can take on. And the great thing is, Baba Yaga does get 4 skeleton spells by default. Now, in today's meta, Baba Yaga, where he might find his place is on some of the conquest battles. He can also do pretty well on assault. So these specialist events he can do pretty well. So that's probably why you would want him. The horde themselves come with X armor and X health, along with some melee resist and critical. So and the all the damage, of course, is an armor piercing is achieved by certain stuff. So he's actually an all-round great attacker. In fact, he can put up damage numbers, at least on paper, probably even more than Osiris can. So he's an excellent horde titan, but it requires some clever play. But unfortunately, you're not going to find too many cases where Abayag is going to take on big Archimans. Now, the other Titan available this event is Runa. Runa is the second of the 3 Titans available. This is great to see 3 Titans available in a single event. As a Titan herself goes, she's got all you would probably want from a Paladin. So even the lower level players really like this Titan. You get 117% health, X health, X armor, and you get 40% all elemental resist to add to that, which is fantastic, very rare to get on any Titan. And you get 30% melee and 40% range resist. So as Titan goes, pretty good. Does pretty interesting stuff when it comes to the skills for all the human troops. So she buffs X health, it gives 234% health for all militia, archers, and spearmen, along with a damage buff for all of them, and all the troops get 40% all elemental resist, which is very unique for a physical Titan. There isn't, I believe, any other physical Titan that does this. So Runa certainly has her place uh, uh, in attacking, though the real thing that she struggles with is the fact that her troops have no armor piercing or armor, which means that you will really struggle taking out meaty defenses. But if you can get the armor piercing of the archers or any of the troops at respectable level, she can do some interesting stuff. In fact, I would say Runa is one of the fairly underappreciated Titans, not used a lot. Well, she was a running joke before, wasn't she? Now, the other thing to add to that, the Prestige skill does give 120% base health buff for Runa, so couple that with the X health you already get, could make Runa a really beefy Titan if prestiged up to a higher level. What she also does is when at level 10, when the battle starts, she can summon 4 spearmen when she's defending and carry in 4 extra archers. That could be something that could be beneficial, which means Technically, she can probably bring in the most archers in the game when attacking, because you also get 3 Omega archers there. So 3 Omega archers, 4 normal archers, and if you, of course, you can bring in as many archers as your troop loadout lets you bring. But she has no special skills, no invoke skills, so there is that trade-off in there. Volstan, probably one of the worst force titans in the game at the moment, probably only beaten in the worst category by Calcor, who hopefully we might see reskill off. He's a physical guardian. He could. It's going to be difficult finding anything uh, that will do a good job with militia, because he is an all militia guardian. He gives X health, X armor, and gives 3 unique tier 3 resists to your militias. You could get void, ice, poison. One of the three of the 7 elements. They're going to be unique, and you get them 72%. The prestige skill can also further help maxing out resistance to basically all elements, but he's probably one of the most useless titans in the game. I really don't talk about his buffs too long, but if you want to have a collection, I believe he's one of the Pantheon Titans. That's probably the only reason you would want him for. I mean, he is available for 9,000 souls, as you can see from the key rewards. Runa at 14,000 and 19,000 souls gets you the top price Titan, I guess, Baba Yaga. Do note it's quite interesting that event is actually stretched up to 30,000 souls, and it's also the first time, guys, this is the event where a 5-star relic is featured as a reward, and that's one of the divine relics, and Earthshaker. And absolutely love that relic. It was my very first 5-star relic that I've had in the game. It's nice to see them release this in an event, although some of us might be so that this is happening because many of us worked hard for it, but at 30,000 souls, it is quite a bit of work even to get that. But yeah, if you are planning to finish this event, I certainly encourage going all the way. Get yourself an Earthshaker, and yeah, do some fantastic. Now, another great thing available in this event is this Immortal Souls 5-star XP relic, which gives you a net of 150,000 Titan XP. Not really sure how many levels it will add, but it should do a pretty good job. Of course, there's only one of it available, but this does mean that we will see this feature very likely in other events in the future as well. So yeah, and I believe this is at least twice as what you get with the hero soul. What do they call it? The Titan soul. Titan soul is what they call the 4-star version. So it's probably just at least twice of that XP. So yeah, pretty great, but it's available at 28,000 souls, guys. Let's keep that in mind. Now, key rewards, other rewards in terms of the relics, I think the ones that I like to highlight is the Ragged Pauldron, available at 6,500 souls. I think this is the one that many of us would want, the lightning version. We all know that many of the Horde Titans, the biggest enemy is Lubu coming in with his lightning spells. So you might want to get that relic for that purpose. I certainly am thinking about getting that relic. You get 40% hold resist against lightning. Um, Other than that, the other great thing in this event, and this is probably why you might see yourself finishing or wanting to finish, is the relic at 25,000 souls, which is the Elemental Grasp, guys. The Elemental Grasp gives you 20% all troop resist to all elements, which is the most you can get from a single relic for all elements in the game. This is also user designed relic, so they have gone, and this is not surprising that they have gone with a user designed Titan along with a user designed relic in the same event. And if you don't have a copy of this, definitely you'll get it. A lot of the special builds have that in there, so yeah, that's something to go for. The other things are Curse Hammer and Babusha's Trinket. These relics are great for probably even for a Sekhmet if you don't have these relics already in your sort of inventory. Alliance rewards, top 51 to 100 get a Runa. Now, if you're not planning to get yourself a Runa, note the Runa Zul at 14,000 souls. But let's say you want to get yourself perhaps you want to get Volstan or Runa as fusion fodder, because both of them are physical titans. Maybe you want to add that extra prestige level for Uranus, stuff like that for physical titans. What you could do is get into an alliance where they're shooting for 9,000 souls and aiming for 51 to 100. That way you can get yourself 2 Forcer Titans for just 9,000 souls. So yeah, other than that, the top prize is level 40 and not level 50. Here are the relics. I'm just going to leave it there. Some of the things I've highlighted there are possibly important. The split arrow is probably the only okay relic when it comes to Runa's relics. You get 20% Titan all elemental resist. Notice this relic can actually be equipped on any Titan and not just physical Titans, and there are not many like that which can be done. So if you're looking for a relic that gives you all elemental resist for your Titan, not troops, this is the one you want to go for. But the cursed dagger I think is probably the best between cursed hammer and dagger, because you get health, damage, and critical. And in fact I have this on my Sekhmet, and you'll find this equipped on a lot of Sekhmet builds. Two other relics in this event worth mentioning: Banner of Iron at 30% troop damage, which is a base multiplier. So if you're not having one of these, then try and get this. I believe this is available. Let's have a look where it's available at. So Banner of Iron is at 10,000 souls here. Yeah, so a great stopping point would be 10,000 souls if you don't have that relic. Ragged Pauldron, as I mentioned before, 40% Titan resist to all elements. Now before I end the video, a quick speculation of what's coming in the week schedule. On 20th August we shall see the Alliance for God of War. Quick Google search will let you know and probably confirm a lot of speculation. This is very likely going to be Ares, the God of War, um, unless they try to rename him to something else. Given the fact that he is coming after Olympus, and the Titan Unleashed event is a Guardian, my estimation is that this is going to be an Imperial's Guardian. So maybe a throwback to an old Avalos, maybe buffed, super buffed Imperials. But I really do hope they do something for Imperials by giving at least double X health for Imperials, because Imperials really need something to stand the onslaught that Panthers and lightning storm spells cost on them. So yeah, speculations hopefully, but this should be an exciting event. So if you're trying to save up relics, save up tokens, then you may want to go easy on the Beyond Good and Evil event. All the Titans featured here are something you do not necessarily need, at least in my opinion, in today's meta. But if you're considering getting the Elemental Grasp, then you might want to go on further and get yourself the Earthshaker. So yeah, this is a good event if you're planning to finish. Lots of rewards there. Another thing to mention is before that event, we have a relic festival called the Altars of Olympus. There are 2 altars that will appear: altars of everything and altars of plenty. These are temple pull events. You have to throw gems. If you for 20,000 gems, you will get you're guaranteed to get at least 3 4-star items. The item being either Titan or relics, and there's a big list I'll show you, which is in the blog as well. But you can so you get 4-star relics, but you will get nothing lower than 2-star and 3-star. But do note that this also could mean that you will get stuff like food and spells, which quite sucks. So you do note that. But if you're going to spend 20,000 souls gems, then hopefully you can land yourself out of the 15 drops. The 3 4-star that you drop, you do get yourself some juicy relics. Now, one thing, and I would say everyone to pay close attention to, is that the Altar of Plenty is probably going to be quite interesting to actually pull for, not because of the 4,000 gems, but because it says you can redeem your Titan tokens, right? Okay, guys, so that's gonna be. Now it's a bit tricky whether this is going to be the epic tokens or it's going to be the normal Titan tokens. My estimation is the normal Titan tokens, but if you want to be safe, save up your Titan tokens, epic tokens, and pull them for this event. So keep them saved, and hopefully with that you can make pulls. Normally, if it's going to be the normal Titan token, this is going to give you much better rewards than if you didn't use them at this point, because you can not only get 4-star Titans, but you can also get relics, and you get 5 of those things dropping in. So definitely save up for that. Now the Titans available, the only ones really interesting ones are Zeus and Uranus. The other ones are possible. So if you're going to be trying to pull for this, if you already have Zeus and Uranus, I would not insist on spending gems on that event. 4-star relics, the ones I really think which are rare or good are Midas Touch, Hoplet Cord, Spearhead, Minotaur Skull, Apple Skull, Stone Skull, Bust of Zeus, Target Practice, one of the quite rare relics actually, one that I want. Few Chronos relics, Omega Belt, the Frost Skull, Wild Mushroom, Nature's Wrath. The other ones are okay, they're not really great. So, but if you are if you're missing some of these relics, that's where you would want to consider investing anything in this event. Alright guys, I think that's it for this video. I'll leave you with the ARES God of War image which I found on the internet. Quite excited to see that event, but that's it for this video, and I'll catch you all in another one.